Hey everyone, since we released the HP20 heating plate, we've received tons of messages asking one thing. Can you take it apart and show us what's inside? So today, we're doing exactly that. Let's open it up and take a closer look at the internal design. Before we start, make sure you have a screwdriver ready. And of course, an electric screwdriver will make things faster. First, we remove the rubber feet on the bottom. You can gently pry them off using a screwdriver. Next, we remove the 4 screws underneath. This is where our S40 electric screwdriver comes in handy. Once the screws are out, we can lift off the bottom cover. And there we go. Now we can see the internal structure. Then let's remove the 4 screws holding the mainboard in place. At this point, you can clearly see that there's plenty of space between the fan and the mainboard. This design allows for higher airflow, better heat dissipation, and more efficient cooling for the entire system. After flipping it over, we first disconnect the display ribbon cable and the fan control cable. Let's start with the display cable. Then move on to the fan connector. Next, we desolder the 2 white heating wires and the yellow thermocouple wire. For this step, we're using our T90 soldering iron. Don't forget to tin the tip before desoldering. Now, let's take a closer look at the mainboard. At the top, this section is the fan control circuit. On the left, we have the Bluetooth chip. Below that is the main controller for the heating plate. In the bottom left corner, there's a buzzer. And on the right side, you'll find the power input and DC-DC circuit. Next, we remove the 4 screws on top of the synthetic stone heating plate. Once the screws are out, we can pull the plate straight up. Be careful here. The 2 heating wires underneath may cause some resistance. Try to pull it out as straight as possible. After removing the plate, you can see an important design detail. There are gaps around all 4 sides of the structure. These gaps create dedicated airflow outlets for the heatsink. This design does not affect heating performance and significantly improves heat dissipation. You'll also notice that the 4 screws on the synthetic stone are secured with red Threadlocker. This prevents loosening and improves vibration resistance during operation. To continue, we'll bring in the HP20 hot air gun. After a bit of heat, the synthetic stone plate is successfully removed. Finally, we remove the 5 screws holding the steel plate under the mica layer. Once removed, the internal layers are clearly visible. The first layer is the mica insulation, preventing short circuits. The second layer is a 2-ohm mica heating element. At the top, you can see the thermocouple probe. Below it is the dedicated probe slot. In this area, the center section houses the RGB lighting. On the left is the display ribbon cable. And at the top is the metal control button. And that completes the teardown of the HP20 heating plate. As you can see, there are quite a lot of components packed into this compact design. We used almost every tool: an electric screwdriver, a soldering iron, and even a hot air gun. That's it for today's HP20 teardown video. Thanks for watching. Tell us in the comments what product you want to see torn down next. See you in the next video.